Hello everyone. Through this video, we'll be seeing how to simulate a 3-bus system using PowerWorld Simulator. So here is a sample problem and the bus and the line data are given. And now let's see how to use the PowerWorld Simulator. So open a new case, enter edit mode and draw the network. So first from the network select bus, draw the bus, click on the canvas. Change the bus orientation if required. Give the bus information as given in the problem, and you could change the orientation. Click OK. So bus 1 is displayed. Now insert the second bus. Go to network bus. So click on the canvas. You have the second bus inserted. You could change the orientation. Type the information. Okay, so it's 1.04. Click OK. And now go to the third bus. Here voltage is not given, so let us assume a flat start for this bus. So bus information, have the voltage as such. Click OK. So now we have all the three buses. Now we insert a transmission line. So network transmission line. So click on bus 1 and drag and click on bus 2. So now we have drawn the line that runs from bus number 1 to bus number 2. Now you have the resistance and reactance value given. So 0.04 is the resistance and reactance is 0.08. Enter and click OK. And similarly we could draw the transmission lines for the running from the other buses also. So from bus 1 to 3 you have one line, and from bus 2 to 3 you have another line. So again go to network, and there we'll be selecting a transmission line in order to insert the transmission line. So let me resize the buses. So just click on the bus, and you'll have a double-sided arrow. Drag it and you could resize the bus. Let me position the bus and the bus label accordingly so that my picture looks perfect. Now let me insert the transmission line. So network, and okay, sorry, let me cancel. So network, and now I insert a transmission line that runs between bus 1 and bus 3. So we have the transmission line data. So looking at the problem, in problem it is 0.02 resistance and reactance is 0.06. Now click OK. And now draw the next transmission line. Go to network, transmission line, click on bus 2 and then drag and click on bus 3. So we have the transmission line between bus 2 and bus 3 now. Resistance in the problem it's given as 0.025 and reactance is 0.05. So enter the value, click OK. So next we are going to insert a generator. So network generator, click on bus 1. So we are going to insert the generator at bus 1. So according to the generator details given for bus 1 we don't have okay, so you just change the orientation accordingly and click OK and mention that it's a slack bus. Okay, so if that looks big you could also resize it and again okay fix it in a place. And now again you have another generator at bus 2. So click on bus 2 and set point is given, which is 0.5, so it is 50, and just click OK. So you could resize the generator again like we did earlier, so that your picture looks perfect. And you could also zoom out or zoom in, okay. And you could also change the position of the labeling, okay. So 50 megawatt, right? So I'm just making it look perfect for the display. And now let us insert the other element. So the next element is load. So network load, and let's insert the load at the first bus. Click on bus 1 and give the values that are given in the problem. So that's a constant power load. Power value is 75 megawatt and reactive power is given as 0.225 per unit, which is 22.5 MVAR. Okay, so just click OK. And you could again resize it in order to look good. Okay, so let me extend the bus and then resize the load. Okay, now let me insert the second load, which is connected to bus 3. Click on bus 3 and enter the value which is given in the problem. It's 200 megawatt and 125 MVAR. Click on OK. Okay, you could also change the orientation and click OK. Okay, so now we have drawn the diagram as given in the problem. Okay, and now let's see how to run a load flow or a power flow. Go to run mode, and in the run mode you have tools and solve. You are going to adopt Gauss Seidel method. So click on Gauss Seidel method. You have the result. So you could see the values. So go to case information and model explorer. In model explorer you will find the tabulation with the end result. Okay, so this result is going to be the final one. And if you come back to the diagram, okay, you could also find the values of power flows near the bus. Thank you.